Do not mind my breakouts. I stopped taking my collagen and yeah, I'm breaking out all over now. It really sucks. I've not been wearing makeup on my face for about 2 weeks now, and just so I could see, because my skin was starting to clear up, but then I stopped taking the collagen for a week and now things have started to break out again. I did do some experimenting with lightening my lips last year, and I found some really cool stuff. The first and probably one of the easiest things to do would be to use one of your vitamin C's on your lips. I've noticed that it's best to use like a vitamin C from a company that like abides by the rules. Most of you know vitamin C is just, if it is not packaged properly, basically it's inactivated. So things that inactivate vitamin C, especially when it's in like a serum or something, is light. So it has to be in either a dark glass or like, you know, a plastic that you can't see through, some type of container that light cannot get to it, or it inactivates it. Another thing that does is air, so it has to be in an airtight container. So some of these serums that come where you screw off the top and you can like see down into it, vitamin C in general, you guys can look this up, it's widely known, it's very unstable. And so if air touches it, it kind of inactivates it in the jar. So it's like, to get it the most potent, you want it in an airtight container, and also you want it in a container that light cannot get to it. So when you are squirting it out, whatever part you're getting, like, it's going to be, I guess, the freshest, and that's where you're going to see a big change. So I mean, just over the years, I've used lots of different vitamin C's, mostly because, and I'm talking about like the serums and vitamin C like you put on your skin. Basically, I noticed a big difference between the ones that are probably cheaper and obviously that they don't abide by the rules, and a good vitamin C that I had to pay more money. I've noticed that even though airtight packaging and packaging where light can't see through it, you would think it shouldn't be that much expensive, but for some reason the companies that do abide by the rules, their vitamin C is more expensive, but I do actually see a change in my skin when I use it, so it's kind of worth it. One of the companies that I have used, and I've bought their minis and I've bought like the full size because like it was that good, was Drunk Elephant. So if you get the minis, you can get these off of Amazon. These are the mini Drunk Elephant, and this one in particular, I don't know if this is gonna focus for you guys, but these minis, it's about like $20, so if you just want to try it. And so the vitamin C is the one with the orange cap. This doesn't come by itself. If you want to try the mini, it's going to come with the Be Hydrate Intensive Hydration Serum. And this is like something, it's just a serum like with a ceramide, and it has B5, and you put it on your skin. And then this is the C Firma, which is basically vitamin C. As you can see, the sun can't see through this. Oh, great, the camera's all messed up now. As you can see, sun can't get through this, and it's also in a container that is airtight, so when you're pushing it out, air can't get in, and yeah, it just keeps it fresher longer. I've gotten the full size one. The full size one is like $80, so this is actually a really good buy. And you can just like read their just the reviews left about Drunk Elephant. I would say it's probably one of the best vitamin C's you can get, but this is probably the one of the better vitamin C's to use on your lips, and you will notice after a few days of using it, it'll start to let your lips peel. And really, when you're trying to lighten different parts, like, you really want it to peel. I've noticed like that is the quickest way to get your results. So using something like this would really help. So that's the Drunken Elephant. If you have another brand in mind that does the airtight and basically light proof containers for vitamin C, then it'll probably be the same thing and it'll probably work for you. Another thing that I tried, and this was using like beets, like literally beets that you eat, and this was just a recipe I got online, and basically you use the beets, and for the wax you're making like a lip scrub. So I think I either use petroleum jelly or something else, but you just want a base, and you would add some of the beet juice, and you can get those little containers like from the travel aisle at Walmart, and it's like a little lip like an empty lip balm container. So you'd put your petroleum jelly, your beet juice in it, and then you would add ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid, you can do a scrub with this. You will want to leave it on your lips for a few minutes. I would not leave it on overnight. The ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, can cause burns. Like, you can overdo it, it'll make your lips peel too much, and yeah, you could really hurt yourself, but it does work. So the beets kind of stain your lips, and it's like, it was a really pretty chapstick. The only bad thing about it is, and when you're storing this scrub, store it in like your fridge. For me, I noticed it lasts maybe 3 to 4 days and then it would spoil. But this scrub, it was a really nice scrub, and I liked the color because it also, you know, kind of stained your lips a pretty berry color, but also it will allow your lips to start peeling. So if you have ascorbic acid on hand, then use it and make a scrub. And you can also make different ascorbic acid body scrubs as well. Like I said, leave it on your skin only for like a couple minutes, and test it out, because you can kind of burn yourself with it. Another thing, and this is if you already have some on hand, I do is like a chemical peel. And so the chemical peel, like this one in particular that I use, it's from the SHC glutathione brand. I'm trying to read it. It's glycolic acid, lactic acid, and malic acid, and salicylic acid. It's one of the only chemical peels I've ever used, but like, I love it. This is like their heavy duty chemical peel, and it gets the job done 100%. So I do this full body. If you're doing it full body, I've done other videos on it. I'll get into that later, but to basically make this video pretty short, I'm just gonna tell you this is safe. I've used it on my lips to peel my lips. It does work, and I've used it on my nipples. It does work. It'll get them peeling. When you start to peel, you'll notice that the skin underneath is lighter, especially with the ingredients in this. Not only will it make your skin peel, but it will actually lighten as well. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Now with all of these techniques that I've shared, basically you have to repeatedly do it. It isn't just like I did it once and the color that I got just stuck. Like, not really. I had to continue doing it to keep my results. So if you're just going to do it and then just think, oh, I'm good now, like, probably not. Skin, especially on intimate areas like nipples or lips, it has to like go through the cells have to basically shed, and so there are certain things you can do to keep the cell turnover higher. But on these areas specifically, sometimes you'll notice we kind of forget to exfoliate them as much as other parts of our body, and so those dead skin cells usually are what makes it look a lot darker than it is. Obviously with something like this, you could do a peel and then wait a few days and then do another peel, and the more you do it, you would notice lighter results. But you really, like, I don't have an actual set days of how long you should wait in between this, for example, just depending on how dark your lips are or whatever area that you're lightening. That's just something you'd have to experiment with and figure out on your own. Yep, those are basically the, I guess, best ways to lighten lips and, you know, I guess intimate areas as well. Just keep in mind, none of it is a one and done thing. You would have to keep up with it, and I think that's why I don't do it a lot, because I get kind of lazy. But if you want to see those results and see how light you can get it, then just understand it's something that you're going to have to work into your beauty routine if you want to maintain your results.